Hi there, I am Brittany Guiles with Keller of Central PA, and today I have with me Tami and Erica from the Erica Rawls Team. Welcome, ladies. Would you mind telling me just a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Yeah, I'm Erica Rawls. I'm the team leader of the Erica Rawls Team. And I'm just happy to have this opportunity here. Years of service, years of being licensed? Would you want that in there too?
Let's go for it. Why not? We're here.
Yeah, so I've been licensed realtor since 2007, and we have about a total of 8 people that are actually on our team. We're really excited about talking about this topic today.
Me too. And how about you, Tami?
I'm Tami Dykes. I'm a member of the Erica Rawls Team. I've been a member just a little over 2-3 months. So I'm super excited. I am, but I'm not new to real estate. I've been in it for a little while.
That's right.
But super excited to be a part of this team and to be a part of the conversation. So thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for coming. So just last year, Keller Williams announced that Juneteenth would be regarded as an annual company-wide holiday. So they're actually shutting down offices, which I think is great. And more companies are following suit. This way, their members can help celebrate and raise awareness around this event. Would you mind telling us a little bit about Juneteenth? What are you and your team doing to celebrate?
Sure. So Juneteenth is actually shortened for June 19. It actually evolves around the freedom that was actually provided to enslaved slaves. 1865 to be exact. The origin is in Galveston, Texas. And actually, it was after 2 years, people have to understand, like after 2 years of the Emancipation Proclamation that was actually enacted by Abraham Lincoln. So it was 2 years after that Juneteenth actually occurred. So it wasn't until the federal troops came into Texas to free the slaves.
Right, yeah. So one of the biggest misconceptions is that slavery ended at that time, which, like she said, the Emancipation Proclamation actually put it into action in 63, but it didn't travel all the way to Texas until 1865, so.
Yeah. So Texas actually been celebrating this for years. I want to say since the 70s, early 80s. Yeah. So it's just now, I think, in the past, 5 years, maybe even earlier than that, that we actually been recognizing it. So go ahead.
Yeah, so it was, again, Texas-based holiday, but as, when 20th century, as things started to begin opening up, and those people from the South started to migrate throughout, that's how it became a national celebrated holiday outside of Texas.
Yeah, and just as of June 17th of this year, the Biden administration, they passed it as a national holiday.
Which is, it's amazing. I was
Absolutely.
actually surprised that it wasn't already a national holiday.
Right.
And I've been seeing it, on like Google Calendar for a couple years, but not seeing anything major celebrating it. And I know there's a lot of events going on this week, which your team is a part of, correct?
Absolutely. So the biggest part about Juneteenth is gathering with family, friends, and communities to recognize the struggle of slavery, but to also be inspired and encouraged about where we're going in today's, not today's market.
That's the realtor in you.
But in today's environment. So we are taking part of a Juneteenth event, which is being held by Capital Rebirth, a very active group in our community doing lots of things. But we're taking our group and we're doing a home buyer workshop activity. So we're going to do a lot of engaging about the importance of home ownership, especially in the African American community.
And I think what makes it more important is that ownership of land is what really made what created America, the United States, right?
Right.
So just taking that day to speak to our community about why it's important for us to have home ownership, why home ownership is important to just our community or just across the, all races.
Right.
But especially our community, because it seems as though we are the ones, as far as percentage-wise of ownership, we're the most lacking.
Right.
So just to let them know that, hey, just to empower them, like Tami said, empower and to educate. That's what we're all about. So we're taking the opportunity to do that. However, there are going to be some fun festivities as well,
Of course.
right?
Right,
Yes.
right. It's not all business.
Yes, not all business.
learning.
No,
It's the celebration. Right?
It is the
It's
celebration.
truly a celebration.
Yeah, so at Reservoir Park, they're actually going to have a great event. I believe it's going to overlap what we're doing. So we'll be at the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
And yes, so at Reservoir Park between 11 and 4, I believe it's 11 to 4, they're going to be having festivities. So they're going to have poetry, they're going to have singing, they're going to have music, they're going to have prayer. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Eating.
Family friendly.
Yes, family friendly. So anyone can come up there and celebrate.
I love that. And finally, like an in-person event. After
Yes.
being shut down for so long,
Yeah.
we can
We're
actually
able to gather.
be together and celebrate versus all the virtual stuff that we've been having to do the last year.
Yeah.
So, well, that sounds like a ton of fun. What are other things that we can be doing to help raise awareness? You know, now that it's a newer national holiday, what can we do to raise awareness as well as just get more involved behind Juneteenth and what it stands for?
I think this is a great start.
Oh.
So the fact that Keller Williams International is recognizing it, and the fact that our local office is taking a great effort to bring awareness, that's a great step in the right direction. So anytime that you have a question when it comes to something that you don't know, ask someone that may be familiar with it to bring awareness, right? So it's going to take more than just our community to spread the word and why the importance of the holiday exists. So we always ask for, people like yourself,
Right.
Other cultures, ethnic backgrounds, to get an understanding to spread the word, because we can do it.
Right.
We know the importance of it.
But we need to ask.
Yes.
The people who don't know need to ask the
Right.
question.
Yeah.
And have the conversation. Be
Yeah.
open to having the conversation.
Yeah, have a
So,
conversation.
like she said, it's a great start that we're even having this discussion because it's going to bring about awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
Yeah.
I love that. I have 2 little girls, and that's been a big motivator for me is it starts young,
Yes.
treating everybody fairly. Like
Mhm.
if you can start at a young age and they grow naturally with those beliefs, it's just so much easier. So I think this is a great conversation starter for me just to have with them.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you both coming here today.
Oh, thank
I
you.
look forward to seeing all your posts on
Yes.
social
We're
media.
looking forward to having a
having
good
fun.
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next year
Yes.
to promote more events around this holiday, and hopefully more KW members too can get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you.